I didn't think I was gonna make a video on this series. So as you can see, we're gonna talk about To Your Eternity today. But before we do that, I'm gonna ask everyone here if anyone still watches. I know the views have been going down, which is all good with me. I actually met a Karen the other day, and I actually have video evidence of it, but I don't want to post a video. But I kind of want to talk about what happened that day as like a separate little video because I think it was pretty interesting. But I don't know if anyone wants to watch that. So if you want me to talk about my Karen experience, because she did call the cops on us, which is pretty funny, um, let me know. Second, I I've been really procrastinating on video making. I'm just really tired every day. Um, it's just I just don't have. I'm working. I'm working about 30 hours, I think, a week, maybe more, or maybe less. Probably less, actually. Maybe less. And um, and I don't sleep because I have insomnia. So I've been really tired these last couple of days. So I just haven't had the thought process to make videos. Even though I want to make certain types of videos, the editing for it is just for some of them are just too much, and they're out of both my skill range as well as the time that I want to devote to them. But I'm trying to see if I can make some more videos in that way. I'm probably gonna make because I'm lazy. I'm just gonna make a Pokemon show. I mean, I've been planning this Pokemon Showdown video for a very long time now. I've been testing out the teams, so we'll have a Pokemon Showdown video, and I hope that you'll have fun with that. But before that, I wanted to watch the leader. I haven't done that yet. Overall, I've been kind of behind on videos, but tonight I watched To Your Eternity just about 20 minutes ago, and literally episode 12, um, shit goes down. And so before we do anything, prefacing major spoilers ahead. Like I'm just spoiling shit up to episode 12. I'm not a manga reader, so you don't have to worry about that. But this will spoil up to episode 12 if you haven't watched it yet. So you can take this video as both me talking about episode 12 a little bit, as well as basically me talking about the series as a whole. So the series, we follow this Fushi, who in this picture is the little white wolf on the right, um, who is like this weird extraterrestrial being, if you can imagine, that was sent down by some creator to basically protect Earth, and he is able to transform into objects, especially for living objects, objects that are dead. So when they die, he transforms into them. And so he's going on this adventure. He meets new people like this kid in the white, and he meets this my boy here, one of the best boys of all time, Gugu. And so this is after a couple journeys. I don't want to talk about too much. There's great stuff there too, but I mean, episode 12 was just hit me in the fucking nuts, basically, in the feels. This series is such an overall dark series and very depressing, right? Looking at basically Fushi, who is an eternal character, basically, with um with what you can imagine to be mortal characters. And so for me, the question is, and I don't know if people think as far as me or think this way, is the implications of Fushi's existence in comparison to all of these other mortal characters that can die pretty easily. And a lot of them, let's just say, do. And in very heart wrenching ways. In that Fushi remembers all of this, and as the series suggests, to your eternity, Fushi is here eternally. And so, how do you find a reason to keep going on in this sense? In that sense, right? If everything's eternal and everything is, in essence, meaningless for Fushi at least, because everything that he does will at some point go to dust other than him. And for me, that's how I'm thinking of in this series. And there's other just such sad moments with characters that are dying, and you just see their emotional heartbreak. So let me get back to that aspect of the series towards the end. Let me just get back to episode 12. Gugu, my boy here. You look at him. He's weak. He's kind of small. He got that little mask because he's got face deformity, right? I ain't gonna tell you anything more than that. As little spoilers as possible. Then we meet this stupid bear. So these are called knockers, Nokkers. Knockers, who are basically these creatures that are trying to destroy Fushi and destroy the planet. And so Fushi has basically been sent down by his creator to fight these fuckers. And what happens is Fushi's getting his ass kicked. So what does Gugu do? He fucking blows flames and kills this motherfucker and becomes a fucking Chad in the process in the next 4 years. Let's just say Gugu, you know, we really wanted our boy to go, but too bad. Gugu goes bye-bye, all right? Gugu Gaga, the baby goes bye-bye. Fuck, that's dark. And when that happened, I knew the flags were there. You know it's gonna happen, but it's so hard for me to speak right now because I'm actually still feeling like whiplash from it. Even though I knew it was going to happen, I knew what was going to happen since the beginning. Since we met Gugu, I knew what was going to happen to him. Right? I had a feeling, and I was about 80% sure that, you know, Gugu's going bye-bye, okay? To put it lightly. And when I saw this scene happen, I was hurt on a very, I don't know, personal level, I guess, when that happened. I did not enough to cry. Not enough to cry. I haven't cried yet. That's saved for when we just almost finished Fruits Basket, which is another video I want to make for other stuff like A Silent Voice. I cried in that one, and Angel Beats, the scene with Yui. If people here remember that. And so with what's so interesting about this is that we have our man Gugu here, and he does all this stuff for this girl, and we see him grow as an individual, but the author does such a, and let me go to the conclusion. The author, it's kind of like a little bit of a conclusion. The author does such a great job basically building up characters, even if they're for 1 or 2 episodes, and you grow with these characters, and then when shit goes down, you feel a sense of loss with that character. From the very first person that you met to the very most recent person that we've met. Every single time there is a sense of loss. And how the author is able to portray this is so amazing, in my opinion, that you can feel this attached to characters that don't even fucking exist. You know, we have this happen all the time in fucking Bleach and fucking Naruto and fucking My Hero Academia. I didn't fucking care when whoever he was, the guy who could see into the future, died in My Hero Academia. I didn't give 2 shits when he died. I cared about Gugu, and he was only here for maybe 4 or 5 episodes. Night, whatever the fuck was, Night Eye or Nightwing, wherever he was. The guy in My Hero Academia was in the series for a whole arc, 12 episodes. And I didn't feel anything when he bit the bullet, cut the cord, if you so to speak. I felt something with Gugu, with every character that this person has written, this author has written. I believe this author also wrote A Silent Voice, which is why this series is just so good with the emotions, the art, the portrayal. This is such an amazing series that people need to watch, right? And there's the philosophical aspects of the meaning of life that you can add to here, this series, as well as just the emotional aspects as well. The philosophical, as I said, the meaning of Fushi's life. What is he here to do if everything that he will be with and all the relationships that you will have die? They will die at some point, and they will turn to ash, everything that he has. And he will be sooner or later forgotten by everyone, no matter what happens. How does he live a life like that, knowing that people will die before him and that he is eternal to your eternity from the show? That's the question for me that I want to see if the mangaka and the creator of this manga can answer for me. That's what I'm interested in, personally, for this series, right? That's my philosophical mind. The emotional aspect for everyone else who wants to watch it, you don't have to do the philosophical like me, because I I have very specific philosophical beliefs. I'm a very pessimistic person who put it very bluntly doesn't believe in a meaning in your life per se. I don't believe there is a meaning in your life. And so I have a very much more cynical and pessimistic view of life as a general rule. And this might stem from a lot of the health issues I've had. For me, this series really hits that pessimistic tone and it connects to me on a very deeply personal level. But for other people, and I know this is a lot of word salad that I'm having here. I just can't really connect my thoughts. With episode 12 coming out, I think people should and need to watch this series because I think you won't connect to it like me per se, but you will connect to it on the emotional aspects of the characters themselves and the desolation that the character Fushi feels, as well as the desolation of some of these characters who are so alone in the world. These characters, as they do in the end, go 6 feet under, as I like to say. And so I leave with you these words: watch To Your Eternity. If you don't like watching, read To Your Eternity, but don't ruin the manga for me. I'm an anime only watcher. Thank you very much. Stay tuned for more videos.